Rogers Pass, elevation 7,160 feet. W.M. Manley and J.N. Rogers crossed this path on their way to get supplies for the 49ers trapped in Death Valley. Later, as they led the Bennett and Arcane families to safety, they came here to view the land ahead. Looking back, one said, "Goodbye, Death Valley." That's how this place got its name. During one of the coldest winters in Canada in years, we decided to go to Death Valley, one of the warmest places on Earth. We left the cold of Canada behind, but it chased us through Montana, Idaho, northern Nevada, central Nevada. It chased us, the chill of the Arctic, cold in our bones, all the way to the entrance of Death Valley itself. We spent that night outside of a town called Goldbridge in an old abandoned hot spring. That morning we woke up and had a great breakfast at a place called Dinky Diner. Later on after breakfast we started making our descent down into Death Valley, driving along washboarded roads through seas of cactuses. It just progressively got warmer and warmer, and we all got happier and happier as we were finally out of the cold. As the day went on, we finally passed through the entrance of Death Valley National Park. Later that afternoon, we ran into our first abandoned mining site where I promptly lost my drone as it developed a mind of its own and flew off in some weird direction. We didn't have a lot of drone footage for this project. That night, we camped at a place called Crankshaft Junction. We set up camp, got a little fire going, had some beers, a great meal, some laughs, and we all sat gazing at the stars, which were putting on a pretty incredible show that evening. The next morning we woke up and made a beeline for Eureka Dunes down an insanely washboarded road. White on the horizon, the dunes were massive. After days of long drives, we decided to make this one a short one. The dunes were spectacular. We met some fellow overlanders and had a fantastic night. Set up camp, had a great meal, and drank it all in. We woke up the next morning feeling a little bit groggy and heavy. A couple passengers who had agreed to come along with us and tackle the steps, which was the first bit of technical driving on our Death Valley trip. Deep in Death Valley now, Death Valley proper. It's pretty awesome, pretty stunning. We're all warm and nice, feeling fluffy. Just in this little canyon here right now. Kind of see the dunes behind me somewhere. Yeah, this place is absolutely gorgeous. The night before at Eureka Dunes, we had picked up another traveler that joined us for a couple days. His name is Tom. He was a retired Air Force mechanic, and he drove a Route 1, and he was a welcome companion. Fantastic guy. After a fantastic drive, later that day we stumbled down the other side of the steps above the Saline Valley and came to an incredible place that I'm not going to talk about very much, but if you're in Death Valley and you're lucky enough to find it, then good for you. We had a great visit with our new friend Tom, took in the stars, the fire, and of course the drinks and the food. Hey everybody, so we're on day 5 of exploring Death Valley, and as you can see it's pretty staggering here. We're just about to go up Lippincott Canyon. We just spent last night way over there on the other side of the valley at a not to be named hot springs because it's kind of a secret special place that there's a standing rule, you just gotta find it, so we're just gonna leave it like that. The perspective right here is crazy. I don't know what's going on, but you can see the road down there, and then the road right there. It's really messes with your head. Morning everybody. Well, today we're on day 7 of our trip in Death Valley. Right now we're located in a ghost town called Rhyolite, which is located just outside Death Valley National Park. Last night we had to leave the park and go restock, get some more beer, some more food, some more gas, some more dog food for Cassidy. Anyway, on the way back we started to check out this old ghost town called Rhyolite. It was established in 1905 on speculation that, like a lot of other mining towns in Nevada and in the world, that there was a ton of gold ore and silver ore here. Unfortunately for the investors, after 5 years, Rhyolite was abandoned as there was not nearly as much ore in the ground as was speculated. Rhyolite grew to a population of 6,000 people in a short period of time. Banks, railway lines, red light districts, even a stock exchange. Unfortunately, after 5 years, that was it. Rhyolite was pretty much abandoned, just a few hundred residents left, and sometime in the 30s was pretty much empty. As you can see now, looking around here, a lot of visitors here today, but there's not too much left of the town site. Lots of signs of mining, what happened here a long time ago, and if you kind of wander around the cactuses and the sagebrushes here, basically you're just seeing evidence of stuff all over the place, tin cans and chunks of metal, broken bits of glass. It's not unlike a lot of small towns that are in the Kootenays where we live. You got all these old small mining towns all over the place. I've never seen the concentration of abandoned mining towns anywhere like I've seen in Nevada. I mean, they're just everywhere, all over the place. We've probably seen 50 mine sites so far since we've been here that have been abandoned. Shafts, sulfur mines, gold mines, silver mines, uranium mines, you name it. Anyway, the scars of the earth definitely fairly noticeable in this place. You can see tailings piles all over the place. And I guess sometime behind me here, later on, that used to be a mountain. It's completely gone. There's a big pit over there past my truck, and a lot of heavy machinery. Looks like there was some more activity here, maybe sometime in the 80s or the early 90s. Anyway, just a little tidbit about rhyolite. Hope I'm saying it right. Rhyolite? Rhyolite? Problem driving around in the desert is I would really get mad. Come to a fork like this one, and yeah, stop and fucking try and figure shit out.
There are many tables at Canadian Tire, but I chose this one because it is, well, it was $9.99 and it's wooden.
morning, everybody. So, just going to take a constitutional this morning, and this is our outhouse. It's pretty sweet. As you can see, it's got some nice features here. You get wind from both sides, so it's not smelly, which is really nice. I really like the color, actually. It's a nice patina. Come to the other side here. Get some nails there to hang your stuff on. Got a nice venting system. And you can see this lovely plastic curtain at the top of the outhouse. It's quite something. Kind of look down the outhouse. It's looking pretty clean, actually, really. And at the end of the day, I would give this outhouse a 8 out of 10 for cleanliness and for convenience. Gonna put this one on TripAdvisor. It's fantastic. So, one of the things we've noticed on the trail up here as we've been driving around in Death Valley is that pretty much almost any inanimate object you run into in the park has bullet holes in it. Let's, for instance, take this innocent little bucket that's just sitting here minding its own business on the ground. Bullet holes, bullet holes, bullet hole, and moving along. So, we all know that California has some pretty serious wildfire problems, and we're up here in this crazy ecosystem. It's like a high desert pine forest. I read a little bit about it on the internet. It sounded really interesting. Sometime in the last week, some very clever individuals came up here, had a little fire with a railroad tie covered in creosote, which we all know is extra healthy. It's kind of like, getting your fiber in the morning. So these guys chopped this tree down, lit it on fire, right above these trees. Basically, pretty much one of the stupidest fucking things I've ever seen in my life, considering the fact that California is burning all the time. Kind of blows me away. Pretty staggering, actually. On a stupidity scale, I would give this approximately, 10 out of 10, I think, on a stupidity scale.
Running through the rain, riding through the mud, heading for the border, gotta get back home. Jack Rabbit running by the side of the road, heading for the border, I just gotta get home. Been 6 long months with no Rocky Mountain sunset. I'd love to see those smiling faces back home. Not these windswept hills with the ghost of the bison and Gabriel Dumont standing all alone. Now Montana, she lured me like some fancy dancing lady. Help me in her arms, baby, feel like I belong. As I approach Saskatchewan, not feeling any harm. The border guard reminds me I'm a long way from home. We rode south across Saskatchewan in the year of '79, heading through the Badlands, Montana on my mind. The prairie stretched before me, just like some endless scene on all those big mighty Badlands. No place for a mountain boy like running through the rain, riding through the mud. Heading for the border, gotta get back home. Jack Rabbit running by the side of the road. Heading for the border, just gotta get home. To this wild and open country, the Sioux and the Blackfoot were still free to roam. Now the law and right fences kind of meant that he'd ramble. Drag off by border guard, I couldn't get back home. We rode south across Saskatchewan in the year of '79, heading through the Badlands, Montana on my mind. The prairie stretched before me, just like some endless scene on all those big mighty Badlands. No place for a mountain boy like me in the rain, riding through the mud. Heading for the border, gotta get back home. Jack Rabbit running by the side of the road. Heading for the border, I just gotta get home. Riding through the rain, riding through the mud. Heading for the border, gotta get back home. Jack Rabbit running by the side of the road. Heading for the the border, just gotta get home. Just a running through the rain, riding through the mud. Heading for the border, gotta get back home. Old jackrabbit running by the side of the road. Heading for the border, I just gotta get home. Just a running through the rain, riding through the mud. Heading for the border, gotta get back home. Jackrabbit running by the side of the road. Heading for the border, just gotta get home.
People in Ely eat.
No.
It's a big
Yes,
place,
they do.
actually.
Okay, yeah, they have Filing Market,
There's a-
Anderson Food
What do you
Town.
mean, no, they don't eat?
They don't eat there. I heard they don't eat there.
Fucking
Well, they pronounce their Y's E. Jeez.
Okay, they got Anderson Food Town. There we go. But do we want to start in Death Valley on the north? And then do a loop? Is that the idea?
just
Go
wanna
all the way
get there.
south? And I want to get there too.
I want to get there. I don't want to fuck around anymore.
We're not fucking around.
Be nice to just
Camp?
get there.
Yeah.
Get there, do it, and then we get out the other end and we're like, fuck yeah, okay, let's go to Vegas, let's go to do this and let's do that. North Rim, I don't give a shit, but you know, like if we get into, you know, we keep fucking around, we get to Death Valley, and it's like, oh yeah, let's do this ghost town, let's go here, let's go. Oh, we don't have enough time. We were in Vegas.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I don't want to go to Vegas to like
and it was 4 degrees.
go
it was
get
3
hookers
degrees.
and like fucking go to like eat Gordon Ramsay's steak.
Yeah,
It's just to
Blow the
like
budget.
hit and blow the budget. No, it was just to
Yeah.
hit Death Valley from the south and then come north through the valley.
Which we sort of
That's
discussed.
a
we
nice
sort of
thing. That's a
discussed.
nice thing too. Like you come out of Death Valley after all that time, you're like, okay, we got
That'd be pretty cool.
5 days left. Or
Trucks
something.
covered in 8 days of dust.
And then go to Vegas.
Cruise down the strip.
Sure, yeah, no,
Dust
okay, that
flying
sounds good.
On all of everybody's Maseratis. And
Just like
Lamborghinis.
park on people's Maseratis. Yeah, no, that sounds cool. I'm down.
Boom.